Hello. Parents who are afraid to put their foot down often have children who step on their toes. Spanish proverbs. I want to show you a video.
Horrifying cell phone video shows a group of teens surrounding 61-year-old Richard Fletcher, kicking and hitting him again and again until he drops to the ground. This is what he looks like after the beating, with broken eye sockets, a broken nose, broken ribs, and a brain bleed.
He was brutally attacked.
Investigators say Fletcher saw two girls fighting on top of his car. When he went outside to ask them to stop, dozens of teens turned on him.
He wasn't trying to intervene in their disagreement. He just wanted them to stop fighting.
Good parenting is crucial to having a functioning society, respect, honor, and dignity. This topic should hit home with anyone and everyone because what you just saw right there can happen to anyone. It doesn't matter whether you're black, white, red, yellow, old, young, a good person, or a bad person. It can happen to anyone. Was it preventable? Whose fault was it? What can you do about it to change it? So for the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you theories from prominent psychologists. Diana Baumrind from the 1960s, she labeled parenting into three different categories. There's authoritarian, authoritative, and permissive. Now, I may no longer be a teenager, I'm 28 years old, but I'm credible to speak on this because this is a growing trend among my generation and the succeeding generation. So let us take a more in-depth look into these parenting styles and exactly how they work, starting with authoritarian parents. They're very dictator-like parents. They like to control their kids 100%. They don't give them a voice to do anything they want. It's a very my way or the highway type of attitude. I'll give you an example of it. Let's say you have a 16-year-old kid and they have a curfew to be home at 9 p.m. Well, they don't make it home until 10 p.m., but it's only because they ran out of gas on the way home and they had to call a friend to help them get gas in the car to make it home. Their parent would not accept that as an excuse, and they would likely punish the kid and blame the kid for not being prepared and having the gasoline in the car to make it home. According to Diana Baumrind, McCoby, and Martin, the downfall to this style is that children tend to cheat, be aggressive, and show a lot less likely to show sympathy or guilt. They are constantly under pressure to perform with perfection because anything other than perfection is going to be resulting in a punishment. According to Greenfield, Suzuki, Rothstein, Fitch, later research shows that the negative effects of this are actually not cross-cultural. In fact, most psychologists believe that authoritarian parenting is the most effective style for non-Caucasian children, with the exception of German children. As you've seen, this style has ambivalent results and should be applied in proper circumstances and cultures. Next is the authoritative parenting style, which is similar to authoritarian. It's not quite as dictator-like. It's very firm, high expectation. The difference is they praise the kid when the kid reaches milestones or achievements, and they encourage give and take, and they're more understanding of failure. Yet they work with the child to correct mistakes and achieve autonomy. An example of this, let's say a 16-year-old wants to go see their favorite band who's performing in the next closest major city, which is 4 hours away. And they ask their parents, can they take the car? Well, the parent tells them, no, I don't trust you to take the car. Instead of just saying no, they tell them, well, I'll drive you there, I'll take you there. There's a bit of a compromise, a give and take. According to Ginsburg in 2008, children raised under this style typically are friendly, autonomous, better in school achievement, cooperative, and tend to be more popular. Lastly, these children are usually less affected by divorcing parents. They also adapt better to changes. So now that we have a clear view of the first two styles, let's look at the final style, which is permissive. A permissive parent is a very carefree, give the kid freedom of expression style, no punishment for unacceptable actions. An example of this, again, a 16-year-old teen gets caught by their parents using drugs, but instead of getting punished, the parent might say, well, I'd rather have my kid, doing drugs inside of my house where I can keep an eye on them. I'm not going to punish them about it. At least I know they're safe. It's more of a friendship than it is a leadership from a parent. Children raised like this tend to be very immature, dependent, and unhappy. They throw temper tantrums and ask for help even when they have like the smallest sign of difficulties. they don't have much confidence in themselves. This parenting style is one that is gaining momentum in U.S. culture and could be the cause of the trend of youth to police negative interactions. I have pictures for you. Again, this is from the internet that you saw. This was the man who was beaten, and this is one of the 40 suspects that were beating him. This is a picture of a before and after of him. And then this is a picture of the scene and what it looked like when they were fighting on his car. So, now that we have an understanding of the major effects these parenting styles have, not only on a household, but on society as a whole, we can work together to fix this disregard for authority. Hopefully everyone can take something away from this new information and use it to better not only ourselves, our children, our overall community. A good, solid, functioning society starts with you. Everyone has a part to play. It's vital to know and believe importance your role plays in society. It's a common goal we need to meet. Effective leadership, good parenting is the most crucial, fundamental cornerstone of society. Peace through strength, not through weakness. There's a quote: respect the old, educate the young, trust your friends. Confucius, 500 BC. Thank you.